Hey, what's up my friends? There are two crucial things that you need to know about this travel steamer before you spend your money on it. I'm gonna talk about those two things in just a second, but first, let's take a look at its features and what it's like to actually use this. This is a super compact, very easy to travel with steamer. It folds up just like that. So it's just a little bit smaller than when it's folded out and ready for use. It is refillable. You can get about 11 to 12 minutes worth of steaming in a single fill up, which isn't a ton of time, but also that's not really an issue because usually I'm steaming in the bathroom anyway. I'm gonna show you how to fill it in just a second because there's something very specific about that. But first, let's talk about the controls that are available to you. So right here, very simple on the back, we have an on-off switch right here. And I'm gonna demonstrate it on some clothes in just a second so you can see how it actually works. But on-off right here, and then you have the mode right here. The mode is a dry iron. So that's one of the coolest things about this, not the coolest, but one of the cool things, is that it can actually just be a straight iron. And this is a ceramic iron surface. So this surface gets very hot, you can iron with it. So you've got iron, you've got high steam, and you've got low steam. Sometimes some of the materials you're steaming don't want that full steam to go, or that full steam out of this thing, so you can adjust that according to what you need. So you do have about a 7.5 foot power cord, which isn't super long when you think about an iron or something like that, but I get it, it's travel. And because it's such a super thick power cord, because of the power that it needs to operate, if it was much longer than that, you'd be hauling around a big old heavy cord. It also comes with a Velcro cord management system, so you can wind that cord up and get it packed up nice and tight for when you're traveling. Now, in order to fill the reservoir, all you have to do is just press on it on the bottom, just like that. It'll pop out, and you have this nice little tank right here. You can see the hose inside there. So the water can get pretty much almost down to the bottom, which means you can use most of the water that you put into this tank. In order to fill it, all you have to do is pull back this little rubber door right here, and you fill into that hole right there. So I'm gonna actually throw some water in here. And it's nice that it's see-through so you can see when you're actually full so you don't overfill it and make a mess. So then in order to put it back into the steamer, all I have to do is just make sure that this grooved side right here is right here where the cord is. Pop it in there and give it a little press and it stays in place. And then we want to plug it in and get it warmed up. Now, it goes fast. It gets warm very, very fast. The other thing that they send with it is a silicone iron mat. So you can actually set that down on the surface that you're working on, because there is no way really to set this thing down. I mean, basically you could set it down like this, but it's not really gonna stay. So you are gonna need somewhere to set it. So that mat is for that purpose. So I'm just gonna pull you closer, show you how this thing actually works. All right, so once I have this thing plugged in, all I have to do is turn it on just like that. And those LEDs are gonna show me that it's warming up and then it's not quite ready to steam or iron yet. All right, now once it's ready, all of these will light up and then I can just choose my mode. So this is low steam, just a little bit of steam. This is high. And then this is dry, no steam, that's just straight iron, right? So I'm gonna go, because this is kind of more of like a canvasy material, I'm actually gonna go high steam because it's gonna take a little bit to get these wrinkles out. You can see that steam really pouring out there. All right, so all I have to do is just start putting it on the material. Now, you can do this when your clothing is laying down, or you can do it while it's hanging up. Both work just as good. I'm just gonna hit this one spot right here so you can see how easy it is to get it to get the wrinkles out. Just like that, works really nice. Then when I wanna turn it off, I just turn it off right there and it starts to shut down. Then of course, because this is hot, I have my handy dandy silicone right there that I can set it on. When you're done using it, just make sure, be careful, it takes a little while for this to cool down, so you don't want to put your hand on there or anything. Once it has cooled down, you can fold it up just by putting it in place like that. And then I always empty my water tank after I'm done using it. I want to get all of that water out of there just so I don't have any molding or mildewing issues, or it doesn't start to stink, or I don't have any leaking issues, especially if I'm gonna throw it in my luggage or whatever. So I just open this baby up just like that and pour the water out. All right, my friends, I hope this video has been helpful in deciding whether or not this is the right travel steamer for you. We've loved having it. It's super useful. And I hope if you grab one for yourself, you enjoy it as much as we do. Thank you so much for watching.